A good warm-up is essential to prepare you as an athlete for an intense training session, practice, competition, and prepares you as an athlete both mentally and physically. From a mental standpoint, warm-ups help you as an athlete get in the right mindset and provides time to let athletes focus on the activity to come. As performance nears, an athlete should increase the intensity of their warm-up, which also requires them to increase their level of focus leading into the competition. Warm-ups prepare you as an athlete physically so that you're able to perform to your best. A good warm-up will increase your blood flow, increase muscle temperature, relax those connective tissue restrictions, all of which are going to help to enhance your performance. We know that a good warm-up needs to progress to typically match the intensity needed during your competition. Athletes can help prevent themselves getting injured by incorporating the movements that they will soon experience in their sport environment. And these movements should be conducted at a similar speed, intensity, and force that are going to mimic those movements that you face in competition or practice. To help structure a warm-up, we use the RAMP acronym, R-A-M-P. The R in RAMP stands for raise. Your goal is to raise your body temperature, raise your heart rate, raise your breathing rate, etc. Good examples of drills that fall under the raise category are general, non-sport specific movement exercises that may include jogging, cycling, or lateral shuffling. The next letter, A, stands for activate, and the M in RAMP stands for mobilize. We often pair these two letters together, but activating and mobilizing drills look or try to encourage you as an athlete to go through the ranges of motion that are going to be specific to the sport or activity that you're going to be doing. It's important to activate and mobilize key muscle groups and joints that are going to contribute to the movements in your sport and your overall performance. Examples of activate drills include high knees, skips with arm swings, or some more complicated movements such as a forward crossover behind with skip. Some examples of mobility drills could include inchworm or the classic world's greatest stretch. The P in RAMP stands for potentiate or performance, or prepare for performance. The goal of this category is to prepare your body for the actual performance and the movements you'll face in practice and competition. This is going to be done by progressively increasing the intensity of drills until you reach max speed or max intensity. The transition from a warm-up to your event as an athlete should be like stepping off a curb rather than jumping off a cliff. We want that gradual transition. Some examples of potentiate or prepare to perform type drills include a high knee skip, a bear crawl, a push-up to a 10-meter sprint or acceleration, or snap downs. Finally, stretching is an integral part of physical activity. However, static stretching is really only effective at the end of a session, as it can inhibit optimal muscle performance if done as part of the warm-up. For this purpose, dynamic stretching is what we encourage to incorporate into your RAMP protocol, and it more closely replicates those dynamic movements that are going to be required during your activity. In conclusion, athletes should take warm-ups seriously, even from a training perspective. If you as an athlete are training 5 to 6 days a week and are warming up for 10 minutes, that's going to be equivalent to 48 hours of training over the course of a year. Technique matters, and good habits can be built. Bad habits can also take over your warm-up and encourage poor performance. As a whole, warm-ups are extremely important and a key factor in peak performance. Remember to warm up with intent and give your warm-up the same effort as the rest of your training session.